Hey guys, it's Destiny with Women in Real Estate. I'm here today with Rachel Gonzalez of the Brandon Martinez 24/7 team, and we are here at Por Vida. Can you just tell us a little bit about this location?
Sure. Hey guys, and thanks Destiny for having me. Por Vida is a coffee shop that my cousin Milo owns. He opened it about 4 years ago, and it's just an important place for our family to come in. You usually see a family member down here, either at Por Vida or El Carito, another restaurant that him and his girlfriend own.
Cool.
So it's just an important place for us to be. Guarro Logan is a place that our family grew up at. My dad would play handball down at the handball courts.
That's awesome.
So a lot of culture down here, and Milo's done a great thing. So that's coffee.
Very cool. Which coffee are you drinking right now?
I'm drinking the Por Vida latte.
Awesome, and I got the La Rosa latte. Everything's super fresh and delicious. Love it. But yeah, so segueing into my favorite subject, which is women in real estate. How did you get started in the real estate industry?
So I started in mortgage in New York City.
Okay.
So I moved there at my first job out of college, and then I started working for a direct lender there. It was around 2002.
Okay.
So the world was different back then. But it was awesome. It was a great first experience. It was a direct lender, so the leads would come in, they would just pass it along to the different loan officers. And I remember when I closed $1 million, I was like, OMG, I cannot believe I did that.
Very big deal.
And it was a huge deal. And then from there on, I moved back home, so San Diego is my home, and I worked at Wells Fargo, Countrywide, Bank of America, and then now here at West Coast Funding with Brandon and Troy.
Very cool, very cool. So what does your typical day-to-day look like with Brandon and Troy?
So day to day, as you know, we're 24/7.
Yes.
So definitely doesn't stop.
Around the clock
around the
availability.
clock. I am a senior production manager, so what that means is I manage the loans in the pipeline.
Okay.
So myself and Pam, who is my counterpart, so we have our own pipeline, and it's really just managing them, keeping in contact with the clients.
Yes.
Going over the conditions, gathering the conditions, sending it to our amazing processor, Larissa.
Yes. Hey,
And
Larissa.
then just keeping everybody in the loop, really.
Yeah.
Keeping Brandon in the loop, keeping the realtors in the loop, both sides, buyers and the listing side.
Yeah.
And then we're in touch with escrow. So really just Brandon takes it from A, and then I'll take it from B to Z.
Okay.
And just get those loans closed.
And so when it comes to basically just everything that you have to do on a day-to-day, what are some of the challenges that you encounter, or maybe even a bit more broad, what are some challenges that you've experienced working in this industry?
I don't know if you ever go to college saying, oh, I'm going to be in the mortgage industry or I'm going to be a realtor. I did major in business, and the mortgage industry is challenging.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just what it is, but it's also very engaging, and it lets your mind think all the time. You know, and I think that's why I'm still here.
Yeah.
I have dabbled in different types of finance, but then I always made myself back to the mortgage industry. No file is the same because no person is the same.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a different credit score, you're gonna have different debt, you're gonna have different jobs, and you're gonna have a different situation. So I think your mind is just constantly going. When you get a person on the phone and you get a loan app, you're trying to figure out what is the best way to get this deal in and close.
Yes.
So you're just never bored.
Yeah.
Because you're just always, your brain is just actively going.
I've never seen anyone handle as many files as well as you. You balance so much in your day-to-day. I mean, is that a little bit of a challenge as well with being a mom as well and trying to balance out the home life?
Yeah, I think I've always worked, and it's always been something that's important to me to work. And I do have an amazing husband. Shout out to DJ C.
Hey.
Yes. So Caesar's equally as hardworking as I am.
Yeah.
And when we decided that we were going to have our son, or our child, Omar, we knew we were going to have one. One was enough. Omar completes us, and I think with Caesar and I, we're a good team, and we balance, and he understands that there's times where he has to just take over and I have to continue working and late into the hours, or there's times where I have to be remote and handle Omar. So it is a balance.
Yeah.
You just have to have a very understanding partner.
Yeah.
And
that's critical.
Yeah, that's great. And that's what Caesar is.
Okay, awesome. Well, so what would you say your ambitions are currently in this industry?
I am a support person. That is my strength. My strength is to manage people, manage the pipeline, and I want to take Brandon to the next level. I mean, he's already there. When I decided to come over and leave the corporate world, it was time. Brandon made it very easy for me to make that decision. And when I joined West Coast Funding, it was just at the right time. Troy and Brandon are incredible people. The business that they've created, sustained throughout the years, and in this industry, it's remarkable.
Yeah.
So my goal is to just keep riding with them, keep them going to that next level. We did amazing last year.
Yeah.
I started with Brandon in July 2017. In 2018, we had a very, very great year, closing the amount of loans we closed, and we do have a goal this year. We are on track.
Great.
It's just, the sky's the limit for us, and it's been very exciting working with both of them.
Well, it's awesome. Okay, so what would you say as advice to younger women who are looking to enter, if not mortgages, just real estate in general? What advice would you give?
A couple things. Don't put yourself in a box. If this is your job title and someone tells you these are your duties and you're asked to do something differently, don't say that's not my job.
Yeah.
I've never been one to care about titles. You can call me your assistant, you can call me your helper, the janitor, I don't care. Because what it is about hard work.
Yeah, definitely.
Hard work gets recognized, and that's how you are going to move up. That's how you're going to work for successful people, because they're going to recognize your work. They're going to recognize, like, oh, she stayed late without any question, or without hesitation, or she went that extra mile, or she goes and picks up documents from clients without questioning why, and why do I have to do this? So those things, people take notice, and then you get noticed and you get on with some really great people. So just work hard, just keep going, and it will pay off.
That's awesome.
And then the next piece of advice is, in this industry, because it's so competitive and there's so many realtors, there's so many mortgage professionals, because of your hard work, you are going to get recognized and you are going to get recruited.
Yeah.
One thing that I learned is just take the interview. You're never going to know what is on the other side.
Yeah.
That's like what happened with Brandon. I was not looking at going anywhere. I was happy with where I was. But they called me and asked me if I would take a meeting, and I said, sure, of course, because you never know. And it's also good to brush up on your skills, your interview skills.
Absolutely.
So, I took that meeting and I was amazed that I felt so good. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I think this is time.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you, Rachel. Really appreciate you taking the time to interview. We are going to be right back with our lightning round. We're just going to relocate, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.